Kwa society, kids die every day. In their defense, the police always have something to say. Forget about the money. Tuna spend so much time kwa barabara zimetengenezwa 3 times the normal cost anyway. The same SUVs bought by taxpayers' money are given way kwa the same roads Matatus have to pay. During Rainiai Gava, the citizen amekuwa $1 away from being a hashtag. Talk is cheap. Fortunately, citizens cannot buy that because wako $1 away from the poverty line. IBC ndo wako na price tag. Our moms wako 1 demolition away from kulala njaa to kulala nje. Huyo makanga ako 1 police stop away from kulose another finje. There's nothing to smile about when I know I am 1 stray bullet away from being a statistic. Na degree ni makaratasi tu. Now to put food on my mama's table through poetry, I have to be sarcastic. Nasema Kenya, life ni short na siongelei kinyasa. Na account ya mwananchi ni empty kama akili ya mwanasiasa. The president is talented in the art ya contempt of court. The law is very clear. His conscience is not Mr. President. Ulitafuta kura na ukapata. Sisi tulipata rais lakini bado tunazidi kulipa ushuru. Kwa nchi mwananchi analipa standing charges kwa kila kitu ndo MP apate sitting allowance. Kwa nchi hakuna kazi, mayouth kila mahali inabidi wamejiandika kama floss in mauano. Do you know the leaders of tomorrow are dying today? Ni guts tu hakuna but everyone has something to say. Manifesto hope hazina, wa mothers have resorted to pray. Na watoto wa CBC nani atawafunza hiyo tumechoka, even Rihanna doesn't want you to stay. Kwa nchi hata Chief Justice ana cry for justice. Hakuna mtu akoshua na hii katiba, ndio maana lawyers wana practice. Haya baba, weni shujaa, receive your flowers baba, tinga vile inafaa, mkono mbwekse baba, handshake tulikata. Hello, shika simu baba, tuna sita, ni nani ataandamana 7-7? Wafuasi wanauliwa baba, wakija kukuaga Ida analia, mama Winnie amepoteza father. Ongea baba, umenyamaza sana, mabinguni kuna mswada pia hawezi bonga. Serikali na tuandama ila bondo wamepiga hema, kuna cyber crime law na mengi ya kusema. Na ikibaki tosha baba, si wewe ulisema asante kwa demokrasia kweke mahali pema. By the way baba, from today freedom of speech imekuwa crime from today. Imeniuma sana, gotea Oeba senior, mwambie niko nyuma but no sooner. Vijana hoi, nipe signal, and now you know the king is gone but long live the king. Aisha.
Hey, you guy.
Yeah.
Mewesa sana mno sana. Me I was already lost. Me hata nilikuwa nimesahau niko wapi.
Mayouth wanajiandika kama floss in mauano.
Hey, Koni Muziki. Anaitwa Kio cha Jamii all the way from Nakuru. Very amazing gentleman.
I don't know what Nakuru. I don't know, kuna kitu Nax.
Kuna kitu Nax. Yeah.
No, true story by the way.
But artistically, Nax is gifted.
It is. Artistically, they normally say it's a spiritual capital of East Africa.
And you know Nax is the only UNESCO creative city in East and Central Africa.
For real?
Yeah. It's a UNESCO creative city.
Oh,
yeah.
What does that mean? Is it like recognized by
by the UN? So in the world we have creative cities that has like sister cities. So San Francisco and Nakuru are brother and sister cities in the creative city network. And it's like a UN heritage site. And now we have a whole cutout here, creative economy, how an artist should be approached. We have a whole policy. And then Nakuru is funded and we have master classes. It's a whole program of the UNESCO creative city. So that we only have 100 not 100. We had 19 creative cities in the world.
In the world.
Yeah.
And Nax is one of them.
Nax is one of them.
Nax is a big deal.
Yeah. So we petitioned from 2021. And then the governor is the contact point. So we had the previous governor was in sync with what was happening. Now we have something else. Yeah, so on that document,
yes,
before it was accepted by the UN, so we have how an artist should be approached. We have the minimum wage of an artist. It is stipulated there. The systems, or how to different art forms, the art. It's elaborate, but just no knacks is that.
You know, we were so excited. Maze just started, speaking. But ladies and gentlemen, tonight we're honored to have one of Kenya's most powerful poetic voices, a storyteller, truth teller, master spoken word artist, whose pieces have cut across generations and conversations. He's the mind behind iconic works like Dear Mr. President and The Audacity. Pieces that blend artistry, activism, and raw Kenyan honesty.
Wow.
From viral performances to nationally acclaimed stages, he has become a voice for the youth, for justice, and for the everyday Kenyan trying to make sense of this country. Please help me welcome the incomparable Willie Oeba!
Hey.
You guy!
Hiyo intro ni heavy mpaka nashanga huyo ni mimi.
You guy!
Unatafuta ni nani huyo tu?
Nani huyo?
Anaintroduciwa.
Wewe bana, kuna show, you're panging a show, maze. Yellow Pepper Bag.
Exactly. It's on the 12th of December at the Kenya National Theatre.
Yeah.
And Yellow Pepper Bag signifies resilience and consistency. I always say consistency is the only thing failure cannot keep up with. And I got that from my mom. So Yellow Pepper Bag signify, because my mom used to be a vendor, a hawker in the streets of Nakuru, and she used to sell bed sheets, curtains.
Okay.
And she used to use the yellow paper bag. The one ilikuwa imeandikwa Jumbo.
Ilikuwa na calendar.
Ilikuwa na calendar nyuma. Exactly. And every time she used to step out the house, then we were sure we would eat, because we were eating hand to mouth. And we are like four guys and one lady. I only have one sister and four brothers, but by the time I was of that age, like some of them had gone married, because the age gap is enormous.
When you last born?
When last born. But the yellow paper bag for me signified hope, because every time my mom stepped out, then we were sure we would eat. And every time she used to come back with maize flour, just enough for the day. She used to come back with sugar, half a kg, mafuta in Nakuru, the solid one ilikuanga 20 bob. We literally lived hand to mouth.
Okay.
But every time I saw the yellow paper bag come back, I used to go pick it, natoa vitu kadhaa tunakula. Then in the morning, she would go, be it sunshine, rain, because she knew if she didn't go outside, then we wouldn't eat. So along the highway sometimes you'd see like people selling very quote unquote peculiar things. Mtu anauza kichungi 3 na maembe 2, and you wonder if it makes sense. But if you see them there every single day, then it means something. So that is consistency, and that is resilience. So I say I am my mother's legacy, because everything that I have achieved is attributed to her resilience and consistency. Because subconsciously, thank you. Subconsciously I've picked that from her. Because even with art, sometimes you wake up and you feel like it doesn't make sense, even with life. But you remember, as a hawker, she used to go out and she didn't know who she'll meet. She didn't know who she'll sell to, but she went out and came back with the little that she had. So I always say I am my mother's legacy.
You guys. Consistency is the only thing
failure cannot keep up with.
But I'll coach you though. Is mom still around?
Yeah, she's still around, though bedridden right now, because she had a stroke in 2013. But even after that, she went back. There's a song I've done in it, a Yellow Paper Bag. Inasema wenye walisema your talent will bring you before kings. Walisema your talent will bring you before kings. But the only chance niliitwa kuperform ya royalty nilikataa. Alafu kuna pali inasema kuna wale wanapenda kenye nafanya na hata hawezi describe kenye nafanya, lyrical wizard, nafanya poetry, just in case you're wondering ni witchcraft. Niyo consistency imefanya mkapenda hii sanaa. Because I'm saying consistency ya mother yangu ndio nimeembody nikafanya nayo hii sanaa. Because hata after alipata stroke, alirudi, because alisema nikikaa kwa nyumba sitakuwa any better. So akarudi bado, akaanza kuuza bedsheet zake. Nilikuwa namsinikisha na mweka Town Top Market. anakaa hapo anauza, jioni tena naenda namchukua na aka get better. But in 2022 alipata severe arthritis kwa right knee, and then we did the knee replacement surgery in 2023 31st of January. So from that point on amekuwa bedridden, but Willie yake iko very strong.
No, shout out to
yeah, thank you.
So the show is on which date?
The show is on the 12th of December.
Okay.
Jamhuri Day. Pale Kenya National Theatre from 6 to 9 p.m.
So how does it look like? Do you perform throughout?
Yes, I perform throughout. So every year I do an annual performance concept show. So from 2017, the first one I did ilikuwa inaitwa Defend the Promise.
Ulipigia kunai?
Nakuru.
Okay.
Nakuru in 2017. The last one I did in Nakuru was in 2022. Ilikuwa inaitwa Mungu Anasaidia. And now from 2024 I was marking 10 years of poetic justice last year. Yeah, bado at the Kenya National Theatre. And then this one inaitwa Yellow Paper Bag. So ideally kama hii ni album performance concert, so I'm having other artists wenye nime collaborate now kwa the album like Jadi, Shad Muziki. Yeah, so I do like an hour performance fusing rap, poetry and music, and a whole backline with brass section, saxophone, guitars, violin, and then we mash it up together with poetry. So like on this one I'll be having the artists that nimefeature kwa album watakuwa wakikam so I'll be doing my set, and then ikifika kwa the features the artists ana come.
So Tiko zinachukulia wapi?
Tiko zinapatikana madfund.com na Tiko sahi ni 1,000 bob. Only 1,000.
Hakuna sijui advanced
tulikuwa tumeka Alibad na VIP. So ideally hii Alibad ilikuwa iishe November ikianza, alafu mambo ikafanyika, baba akapass. So hiyo time mambo iko inasonga, hata mimi nilisahau kama niko na show. And then tukasema wacha ikwe tu. So hata juzi ndio Alibad ziliisha, and then we had to add more units because again the message that we channel out using poetry belongs to the people. I'd really love hata hiyo event ikwe free, but we have to offset production cost and all that. So huwa sioni haja ya kuambia watu ikitoka itakuwa 1,500 ikitoka. I just want as many people to come through as possible because right now we have sold like 80% and people have been amazing. And ideally even my team walikuwa niambia hapana, sasa hii advance hii Alibad ishi hapa and then tuende kwa 1,500. Nikamwambia no. Because even so many people from last year, so many people also came to know and appreciate what I do. So right now wale maday once unapata wengine wana ticket wananiambia usifunge Alibad bado sina tickets. So itakaa tu hapo mpaka the day before the event because we don't sell tickets the day of the event. So
no, itaweza sana mazimita kama
itakuwa legendary.
Noma sana.
Kuja fanya mambo.
Cheki, unajua msei ameless vitu zake na vitu zenye tujui, na mimi mazee najua hizi vitu.
Unazitambua.
Go ahead, Jack.
Bwana Oeba.
Yeah.
I wanted to ask you this. Kuna mahali nilisoma you are a graduate.
Yes. Manze huwa nasahau hata.
Manze.
I did media science.
Media science.
Yeah.
Where you practice?
Mimi kama malawyer. Hakuna mtu akoshua na hii katiba ndio maana lawyers wana practice.
Hatari.
I did radio for a year. Pale Hero Radio in Nakuru.
With
Sam West. So I was hosting the morning rush with Kate Vobik, and after that I graduated in 2019. Alafu nikaingia tu sanaa. Yes, wanna practice because education imetufikisha place ya self actualization. Right now it's very expensive. Na hizo bands zenye zimekuja, I was talking to another gentleman nikikuja leo na alikuwa ananiambia yeye ana have kulipa over 100,000 per sem. And I was thinking kama ingekuwa mimi hizo days singesoma because tulikuwa mbaya. Na help ndio ilikuwa inasaidia hapo kidogo because we used to pay like 13k. So sai education imekuwa very expensive than saa zingine tunapata hakuna job ama imekuwa expensive kushinda hata mshahara yenye unalipwa. Ukiangalia time exactly. So tunafaa kutoka huko kwa education, inafaa translate into job, ifike to self actualization. Nikifanya spoken word nafanya kama mtu amefanya media science. So I applied na huwa naitumia hata vile na communicate out to the public, na vile na interact na watu, vile nafanya my newsletters, my release, my nini. Inanisaidia sana. Mzazi bado huwa anasoneneka, nasema utumii degree, namwambia naitumia, trust me. So nili practice na bado huwa na practice. I think huwa nafanya vitu different, hata ndio kwa maana niko hapa. Hiyo education imesaidia.
Sorry Jack, when did you start writing poetry? I
started, so I did the music for music festivals while I was in class 4. That was in 2004. Kifanya math yako utaona misi jenzi. So
kitambo sana.
Hiyo ni kitambo, So mimi nilichopia.
Umsea kuwa.
Anyway, 2013. Nilikuwa Bondeni Primary School. Iko the slums of Nakuru. East side of Nakuru. And there so kulikuanga na hizi set pieces kwa music festivals whereby one piece inapeanwa kwa the whole country. If you're in class 4 and 5, you're given one piece, you recite it, mnaenda nayo competition, and then every school ina pick one person, and then mnaenda competitions. So yetu the teacher alikuwa anakuja anapea kila student, wewe ukishika uweze kuirecite uko sawa. And then the best thing about that is that ilikuwa inaanzia zonals, provincials, then nationals. Tulikuwa tukitoka nje tunakula we used to eat bread na soda. Sasa hiyo ilikuwa funky.
Na chroma.
Exactly.
Chroma ni blue. Okay. Ni kupaka kwa mkate.
So alikuwa anatupea scripts, and then zilinisaidia hata kusharpen literature skills and all that. So nilianzia hapo nikianza kukram. And then nimefanya, there's a piece I did inaitwa I Am My Mother's Baby, Stick to Your Names, up to the nationals. Nimeperformia Kibaki hapa and in Kitale. I Am My Mother's Baby, Stick to Your Names in 2007, and in 2005 I won the national set piece. Ilikuwa inaitwa class 10-12J and 10-16J. But hizo nza Who's the Persona. But the reason why I stuck to that ni kulikuanga na school favorite. Alikuwa anaitwa Samuel Odwor. And then we were in he was a class before me. I was in another class, so he was younger than me, 1 year younger than me. But alikuwa ameshapiga hizo nationals.
All right.
So there's this one time he got sick and I was his double. So hiyo script ilikuwa unashika watu wawili. Like mtu, there's a backup. So ile time ya kwenda kuipresent kwa zonals ndo tuende provincials, jamaa kakuwa mgonjwa, but hiyo day ya competition akapona mysteriously. So brother yake akamleta na nilikuwa kwa laini. Brother yake amemleta. Mazee nikachoka.
Have you ever choked with someone pona?
Alafu hiyo time tuna compete na kina Lions in Nakuru, Carol Academy. Melvin alikuwa GCSE. So brother yake akamleta, lakini wakasema juu ni mtoi itakuwa picha mbaya. Mwenye alikuwa na stage floor manager akasema wacha tu aingie.
Like mimi on the line literally.
I was on the line.
So endo huyo mtoi mwenye anasema Junior mtoi.
Sasa juu ni mtoi, wacha tu niingie nipige but haitakuwa marked. Nisitoke bure because hata mwalimu ameona favorite kama amekuja we have to win because shule yetu ilikuwa noma na ende alikuwa anashinda. So mimi nikaingia kuchapa, adjudicators kumbe walimark, nikakuja number 1, yeye akakuja number 4.
You were now competing with him.
Exactly. So kila shule ilikuwa inatoa one person. So but mimi nilikuwa nimeshika hiyo script. He was sick. But on the day of the competition he came.
Yes.
Kama tuko kwa line.
Yes.
So ndio floor manager akasema, wote walikuwa walimu, ukasema wacha tu afanye, atuta mark but tuta mark ya huyu because nilikuwa hapo because every school ilikuwa inatoa one.
Yes.
But adjudicators nikifanya tu wakaona hii basi hii ndio yenyewe tujiona kama hii. Wakanipea number 1. Na ilikuwa the same piece every school was doing the same set piece. And then akakuja number 4. But when we went back to the school tukapelekwa staff room the next day. shule mzima teachers, head teacher wakasema fanyeni tena because now the winner alikuwa mimi sasa nilikuwa nafaa kwenda Kitale for provincials. Tukaambiwa fanyeni tena, yeye akafanya, mimi nikafanya. Walimu wakasema hapana, ama walikosea jina, si wewe ni huyu. So the guy alienda Kitale with my name, alienda kama Willie Oeba. Kwa sababu hata mimi nilikuwa najishuku, nasema mimi naweza shindaje huyu. Yeah, so as a young kid I continued like pursuing poetry because ilinisumbua, nilishindwa nini judge aliona yenye huyu mwalimu aoni. Alafu hizo subsequent years aliona fire.
You took over.
I took over.
Pole bro.
Adjudicators hata hurumii mgonjwa bana. Anampea number 4 na ni mgonjwa.
Jack and I are stand-up comedians. Apart from doing this radio thing. What do you normally think of when you're about to do a performance? What are the secrets you've learned over the years that make the audience listen to what you're saying?
Wow. First of my ritual before when I'm on stage.
Your ritual, your mindset.
My mindset. Great.
I don't know if we have just flow. I'm sure you know what I'm asking.
I know what you're asking. Yeah. So before I go on stage, I talk to my mom. I pray. I just maintain my element. I stay in my element like the periodic table. I believe every time I am on my element, in my element, there's nothing I can't do. I can create, I can be spontaneous, but nikijam tu kabla niingie stage ama mtu aniboa ama nikasirike. So I never want to interact sana na watu before I go on stage. I just want to maintain my energy and be in my element and be happy. So before when I go on stage, I think set up kama Kenya National Theatre, 500 people. When I have lights and house lights on, I can tell Kenya kila mtu alikuwa anafanya. I look at people when I am performing and naweza jua Manu ako ananisikia, after show atakuja nidanganye ilikuwa fiti. Ndajua like I can tell when I'm performing. I can know when I am connected with the crowd. I can feel when I am disconnected. I can feel when I'm struggling. I can feel senye wananichocha wanasema hiyo punchline. I can feel the energy. I can feel. So mi scan naangalia media inanisaidia na scan naangalia ule ako kwa simu, huyu hii pisa iendi, naweza change sangapi, and hiyo ndio experience inakuja. So sometimes naweza anza na certain piece, ikifika mahali naona hii haiendi, alafu natoka nafanya vitu
zingine. So it's a consistent, continuous reading of the room.
Exactly.
So how did you learn that stuff? Am I experience over the years?
Practice beats talent.
You guy, consistency is the only thing failure can't keep up with.
Narudi nazo high school kuinspire vijana. Wewe
ulianza butchery na nyama kilo moja
na picha ya nyama.
And how about the writing? What goes through your mind when you're infusing your thoughts on a paper? Is it like it just comes on the fly? Is it a ritual? Tulikuwa hapa siku nyingine na Oyunga Pala. Alisema at 9 anakalianga kiti yake tu anangojea. So he's on his desk. He's on some sort of routine. So he sits over there and he waits and things come. For you, how do you write?
For me, I have to get inspired. I'm a realist. So I write from my own experience and what I see other people go through. I get inspired. I watch a movie and I get inspired. I see people inside a matatu. I get inspired. I talk to people. Sometimes unaweza niona tumeongea mimi niko kwa simu, unasema umsea yuko I concentrate. Saizo niko kwa notepad nachora. So I get inspired by interacting with people, connecting with people's emotions. I can watch a movie na mtu aseme kitu ni pause niseme that is what I needed, na niende nichore. Ama neza cheki kwa movie vile msee amefanya kitu nika get inspired, or I can see Kendrick amepiga show, ama neza cheki umehost na passion, ama msee amenikatia mboga. Kuna madhe fulani wanafanya very diligently I get inspired by very little things.
Oh, okay.
But I write very intentionally. Like I did a piece in it, Dear Mr. President, but before I put my pen on paper, I research, naenda nasoma the law inasemaje kwa hiki yenye naandika, naenda naongea na watu kwa matatu, niki-inject, nauliza, mnaonaje? Mnaona hivi. So nachukua thoughts zao, and then because I say what you say, poetry is an art of what you say, but most importantly how you say it. The content and the form ni ya maana sana. And we have 3 types of writers and performers, and you guys know this. We have the preacher, mwenye anakuambia Kenya unajua lakini anasisitiza. We have the teacher, and then we have the magician. The magician ni mwenye ana infuse the gift of gab, the power of the pen. It's not what you say, it's how you say it pia. So naenda nachukua wase wana feel ni kunoma, elections huwa hazikuangi fair. So hiyo nda translate aje ndio watu wasisikie, wasichoke. Nisikue preachy, nisikue na wafunza sana, nikuwe magician, so that niki-infuse metaphors na puns itabamba. So my writing is, sometimes I get inspired and I can sit kama pala, nichore yote one sitting, ama neza lala ni yote. Kama juzi nilala nikaota lines zingine kalikali, nikaamuka nikaziandika na zimestick kwa mind yangu.
Na lazima uziandike haraka kabla
zilost. Zinasema hivi, make it make sense. Lies before the start of a complete statement ndio inaitwa pretense. Lies kwa mdomo ya orezo zimekuwa mingi, but tuta-inject mpaka ziwe less dense. So and then kuna fika mali nasema na how legislators male ndio wanapitisha ni how legislators wanapitisha tax kwa pads ni males juu hawa face men's. Kenya kuna ujamaa Kenya kuna ujamaa, walileta nyumba 10 ndio society iwe less tense. Unajua hiyo niliota walai. Nilikuwa kwa subconscious, nikaandika, nikaamka na nikaandika na ikastick. Unanipata? So inspiration inakuja differently, but hata ikikuja hivyo mi upenda kusit na hiyo thought, naangalia watu wanasemaje, na research statistics nasemaje, alafu naandika.
Jack, before you ask your question, George Raphael in the building, Dope Show kama kawa, Bikeman Chronicles anasema Nzige #1 listening live hapa Olive Court. Blazius One Boys in the building anasema another day another dollar. Dennis Mutethi anasema Busia tuko locked. NKL anasema Bash aliamua leo alete bro wake. Watu wanasema ni bro Bash bro.
Tunafanya Bash mimi sasa.
Go ahead Jack.
Bwana Oeba, I've been consuming a lot of your content.
Thank you.
And you seem to have a lot of passion for justice, governance, and the constitution. Where does that stem from?
I was almost shot in 2017 for mistaken identity in Nakuru. I have dreadlocks, and baby locks is the ugliest face ya dreadlocks. So hiyo ni penye nywele, kila nywele ina strand inasimama penye inataka.
It's independent.
So, so in Nakuru, a place called Flamingo, kulianza na gang inaitwa Confirm. These are the guys who send you a text message, wanakuambia nimekutumia do, rudisha hiyo do, and then wanakuambia sijui finya some numbers wenye wanakuibia do. And stereotype yao ni having dreadlocks, hiyo baby locks, having 2 phones. That day I had a sweatpant and Crocs. I was going into town to pick a cake for my mom. It was my mom's birthday, 21st of January 2017. And one policeman who was notably drunk na mwingine alikuwa na uniform, wakanichukua wakanipeleka FHOK, kuna kapanya ruta hapo. So walikuwa naangalia picha, wanasema knew you, and this drunk guy akachukua gun akaeka kwa kakok na and they say when a gun is put on your head, at that moment your whole life flashes in front of your eyes. If they don't kill you yet, then you live as a man who has nothing to lose. So nikakuwa agitated, nikagonga ikaenda huko kwa barabara. Na hapo next wamama walikuwa wanauza matunda, ilikuwa inaenda kuwa jioni, so wana makeshift, wanakujanga zile za kanjo akiwakimbisha ndio watoroke nazo. Hawakuwa hapo, wakapiga nduru, karawa katoroka.
Uligonga nini?
bunduki niligonga na mkono yake ikaenda huko.
Oh, the gun itself flew.
Ikaenda. Hata wakaacha hapo wakatoroka because now watu wa boda the police
they left the bullet.
Wakaacha hapo ikachukuliwa video, wa mama wakakuja, hata OCS akakam, alikuwa anaitwa Kisembe that time wa Central Police Station. Nikachukua hiyo video nikatumia Boniface Mwangi. But akakaa kabla jaona like 2-3 weeks. Nikasema and I do poetry because I started poetry in 2014 now, spoken word. Right after high school. Nikasema I do this. Kitambo nilikuwa nafanya for entertainment. Nikasema why don't I speak about these issues? Kwa sababu it may happen to me firsthand na nime feel. Ndio nikaanza kufanya arts for social change.
And that's where you got the spirit, the voice, like
voice.
That you know, that thing you need from within.
Yeah.
So you're speaking about something from your soul, not
soul.
just from your mind.
Yeah.
You do stuff in Matatus.
Yes.
You do stuff in Matatus.
Yes.
When you alikuwa inspired.
I learn a lot from him.
Thank you. Mungu anasaidia.
You guy, man, can you imagine? So Mathri,
sijui mbona aliwacha nikiwa I was out like for 3 months. Nilikuwa naona tu unafanya mambo fulani legendary na mimi nilikuwa na inject huko pia nasema hapo.
tuko wengi.
Nilikuwa Amsterdam na wahubiria huko.
Ulikuwa Amsterdam?
Nilikuwa nimeenda tour from March na residency, so I was recording this album. Partly nimerekodia huko. Na nimefanya circuit shows, nimefanya Amsterdam, Paris, Berlin Poetry, The Hague Opens, and King's Day I was performing.
Congrats, man. This is big stuff. When was the first time you were booked to get out of the country? And how did it make you feel?
The first time, I felt nice. The first time I went out was in Botswana. And some guys just got my number and from Instagram. So wakanitafuta from Instagram. Very good thing, by the way. Mimi namba zangu zinakuanga everywhere. Wakinitafuta wananipata.
Ni 0712
ya M-Pesa. So wakaniambia niaje, tumetoa namba yako Instagram, tuko na show inaitwa Boteti International Poetry Festival. We have been seeing nilishukia Matante International Airport. Nikaenda nikapiga show. And then the next one I did was in New York, Harlem.
That's dope.
The Apollo Theater. And
You guys, congrats, bro.
Thank you.
Every comedian's dream.
In 20, the Midas touch.
So
in 2024.
Botswana, and then now next is
next
New York.
was in New York. Was in Mother's Day in May 15th. I traveled May 14th. For 1 week, nikarudi around May 20th or something.
So when you travel abroad, do you switch it up, or you just do the same stuff?
So I do, my poetry also is in English, Sheng, and in Swahili. Even on the album, I've collaborated with Nacha from Tanzania, Roma, Stamina from Tanzania, and we've done Swahili, Sanifu. So when I go abroad, when I'm rapping, I do Swahili and English, I fuse. But when I do spoken word, I do it in English because I want people to listen to what I say. But music is all about the vibe. So like June 6th, just before I came to Kenya, back to Kenya, I had my poetry concept show at The Hague in the Netherlands. I did like 1-hour performance and other people who are backing me. And shout out to the Hague municipality. By there, they really invested in that show. It was amazing. And I did rap, music. I collaborated with other artists. Kule, they did Dutch. I did Swahili rap, and then I did English spoken word, and it was amazing. So I fuse both.
So how did you now decide to start doing the Mathri thing like this, brother?
So now in 2022, I realized I have been performing in boardrooms. Been performing very big gigs. I've been performing in hotels, civic spaces.
Some clean spots.
Very clean spots. But this message belongs to the people. And these people are in Matatus, these people are in restaurants, these people. So we started Matatu civic education in 2022, just after the elections, and it was in January 1st. So we were going to Kawangware with a friend of mine. We were going to see his mom. And I said, I had that idea for the long haul. And I said, see, we bless these people with a spoken word. It was 1st January 2022. Let's bless these people with a spoken word piece and on social change and social justice. I had a piece ilikuwa Dear Citizen. And we did it.
Tukasimama tukaipiga.
Tukasimama tukaipiga. Na ikakuwa hivyo. And every time we used to go, tulikuwa tunasema tumeenda kuinject maximum injection. And something very amazing when the 2024, when everyone was clamoring for change, when the social consciousness was pricked in Kenya, and now people have normalized your injection. Speaking truth to power, mainstream squeeze mtu akisema inject, haikai kitu kubwa, inasema nimekuambia ukweli, nimeinject. And imagine from 2022 we started that in 20. Imekuwa mpaka chama. And they say leadership is in planting trees, in planting seeds in spaces that will grow trees where necessarily will not take shade in. And leadership is not always in the front lines. Leadership ni kuyo kuinject kwa Matatu, ni faraja kuingia live hapa IG, ni kila mtu anashikilia penye anaweza. And that is how we mainstreaming the conversation and keeping the conversation alive through injecting. Ndio pia watu waone. So we have the same people who believe in what we who think like we do, who are feeling also oppressed. Because when we go inside the Matatu, at first nikiambia watu nikisema design unasema design, people do not respond back in the first. Maybe kama mtu ameniona tena. But once I keep kuambia kuongea kupiga spoken word, wanafurahia metaphors na puns, wana open up,
they start looking up.
And then once I leave, they start talking to each other, and I'm like, hey, that is what we need. It's working. Yeah.
Maandamano, were you where were you at, brother?
Yeah. Maandamano nilikuwa ndani.
Uliandamania huku ama Nax?
Niliandamania huku. 2024 niliandamania Nax. June 25th nilikuwa Nax. The pale State House walipiga watu risasi sana. Tulikuwa pale na koni muziki.
Alikuwa na gitaa.
But tuliimba sana huko kwa street. Tuliimba sana. Because the Tony Ked Bambara said the role of an artist is to make the revolution irresistible. It's supposed to be fun. What's the point of a revolution if it's not fun? We are supposed to dance, to jump. It's supposed to be fun. So we were there, we sang, we danced, tukatembea huko. And even in 2025, Nane, we were mobilizing people kwa Matatu, and the videos were doing very many rounds also on Instagram, on Twitter. Yeah, so I just had to be there. Yeah.
Maybe niulize hivi.
Yeah.
You're also very passionate about the governance in Nakuru County.
Yes.
Eva.
Yeah, very passionate. Yeah.
Hiyo inatoka wapi jamani?
Because unajua Nakuru, the tagline ya Nakuru inasema ni the home of opportunities, and limitless opportunities, but inafaa ikuwe the hub of talent. In 2021, I was sitting in a technical working group that ilisaidia Nakuru ikakuwa UNESCO Creative City. And we were heading in the right direction. But right now, the government that is in place in Nakuru, they don't care about that. They don't care about creatives. They don't even right now the Kenya National the theater in Nakuru imefungwa. It's not running. Yeah, because they want that land. There's a mall inajengwa hapo, wanataka hiyo ikuwe parking. Wanataka kuifanyia mambo. So we have a government in place in Nakuru right now that doesn't care about the young people. It cares about the neza inject. Nasema na Kihika Nakuru anakula na Samburu.
So the governor who is there alikampeniwa with the husband. Not her money, not her effort. It's like a proxy governor. Other people ndio wana run your county, and they're using it to cut deals and to develop spaces, land kika bea itujenge nini. So and our governor alishindwa kudeliver hapa, ikabidi ameenda kudeliver majuu. Na ukiongea ukweli atikihika na su yeah, so we have a government that doesn't care and it doesn't appreciate even the services zenye ziko rendered in the county, and very arrogant. And Nakuru is now declining. Even the city ilikuwa inaenda poa when Nakuru ilikuwa conferred as a city. Even the beautification ya Nakuru, the planning, kila kitu ilikuwa inaenda poa. Matatu zilikuwa zimepelekwa huko showground. Jama haikukuwa in Nakuru. Nakuru we have only the highway, ni kama Eldoret. Town imekatanishwa na highway. Ukienda hiyo side ingine ni Oginga Odinga, alafu unatoka town. So Nakuru is very congested. But now we have a leftist populist government in place. You cannot be an activist and you want to make people happy, and you're a governor. So the first thing, on the first day when the governor came back, ilikuwa total mess because alirudisha tena matatu zote ndani ya town. Jam. Sahi at 6 huwezi toka Nakuru. Ukitoka Nakuru town 6 kama una drive, utatoka nje ya tao 6:45. Distance ya 3 minutes ukiwa pale Pincam, if you know Pincam. So Nakuru is in chaos. Inakuwa run now with the people who do not understand and who do not mean good for the people of Nakuru, and who do not care. Because also they know that they bribed their way to that spot, and I said we have poor quality of leaders because of the quality of voters, and the young people need to realize we will only have a new generation of leaders when we have a new generation of voters. But the problem is that the young people have been depoliticized. And even it was a taboo to talk about politics. Even as an artist, you get cancelled by even progressive people.
In fact, that's what I wanted to ask. Does your art
apolitical?
Does your art, the topics you have, do they even make some corporates? I'm gonna work with this guy.
Yeah, not even corporate, even civil society, people that you're supposed to fight beside.
All right.
Yeah, because now it's about the interest and what are we pushing at this time. Like there's a piece I released in 2022 dubbed Uhuru Maliza Wende, and the people who supported me to do that piece told me to pull down that piece from YouTube or they will never work with me again, because by the time I was releasing that piece on YouTube, Mother Karua had gone to Rao's camp. And these people, in their big or little way, thought Uhuru Maliza Wenda means that Ruto anafaa endele. But inside that piece, I was actually saying that Uhuru, Ruto, like these are the same people. Like we need systemic change. And now if you can see, the Renia Uhuru, Renia Ruto, it's the same. The same people ndio kogawa, kina Duale, kina Susan Kihika, sahi tunasumbuana nao. Everybody, Nurdin Haji, recycle, toka huku, rudi huku, Mtaikagwe. It's the same people. But I was thinking, if we have an outsider, because these people are political cousins, they sit, wanasema, we Manu, we endea president na kiti ingine, Jack we endea na chama ingine, Oeba we endea na chama. Mtu yote mwenye atashinda, si mnajua tu tuko sawa, because hakuna outsider. Kalonzo has been outside for the longest time, but bado ako sawa. Like hakuna outsider. Wanaogopa outsider akikuja, watakuwa out in the cold.
You guys, time is doing the thing to us. I have a question about, because you're, as we've been talking about the past couple of minutes, talking about activism and, having the right leader. You've talked about the voter also being challenged in electing the wrong people. Do we have people like yourself et al. Who can also volunteer themselves, apart from all this other work that is being done, to run for offices?
We have.
That should be part of the solution, right?
Yeah. We do. But the problem is that sometimes we look for saviors and not leaders, and that is why I started by saying we cannot do everything, and there is a sense of liberation in knowing this. Yeah, we cannot do everything. And there's a sense of liberation in knowing this. This enables us to do something and do it very well. It might not be incomplete, and that's the difference between the master builder and the worker. Me and you are workers, not master builders. We are ministers, not messiahs. We are prophets of a future, not our own. So sometimes leadership can be doing spoken word. We cannot do everything.
Oh yeah, get you.
And someone else can. So the problem is that we look for saviors. We look for people who will come and save us. And sometimes even we start well and get intertwined in that mindset. Yeah, I need to save these people. Whilst you just need to lead these people. You just need to co-design. You just need to co-create together.
At your level. Let's move it along now. I want us to go back and talk about the show that is happening on the 12th
of December.
You guys,
itakuwa legendary. King Kaka will be inside.
King Kaka will be inside. King Kaka inspired you, right?
Yeah, amazing. Yeah.
Ali, I read somewhere that he saw you somewhere. Kaku big up. Is that a true story? How did you meet King Kaka?
King Kaka, we met. I was doing radio. That is when we met King Kaka. I met King Kaka. I was interviewing him that time in Moi Uni. But the other time I met King Kaka, it was in a competition. Ilikuwa inaitwa Maneno in 2019, and he wanted 4 poets to do a series of like Churchill spoken word performances recorded on NTV. It was a pilot project, and then he did a call out. Like 800 poets wakakuja, and then I came in first, and then we did the first episode, the second episode, and then he told me there's something I'm working on, nikimaliza nitakwambia. So then I did a piece inaitwa Dear Mr. President. Akaniambia imenibamba. So that something he was working on ilikuwa wajinga nyinyi. So that was 12th July 2019. And December akaniambia December 23rd, just before Christmas, I was graduating. Akaniambia ile kitu yenye nilikuwa na kushow ndio hiyo beat fanya. So nikafanya the wajinga nyinyi, and then he put it also on his album, on his YouTube. Yes. And then so from there on amekuwa kisupport akisema favorite poet. I'm his favorite poet, and he has been coming to all of the events. Nice. And this one tutakuwa tukifanya mambo fulani legendary. Wacha nisiwaambie ndio nisi spoil mambo.
Maze tuambie kitu. That's okay.
Itakuwa amazing, but also yako pia kwa album.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
No, itaweza sana.
Itakuwa legendary.
Jack Leader.
Yep.
You guys, we only have a couple of minutes to the top of the hour. And Geoffrey Ngugi ameingia stream yetu anasema present. Also he says 50-plus-year-olds should not be voting. You made poor choices 6 times ago.
How can we trust you one more time?
Kuna pisi yangu nasemanga democracy is the dictatorship of the majority.
Still,
Yeah.
One of these days we should come, we just have that discussion on that line alone.
Like, democracy je tuna experience hii civil ilitoka Greece.
I don't know.
Walibadilisha.
Sometimes I wonder if we should come up with a new way of doing things.
A new democracy.
One of my ideas is okay, but we don't have time. You guys, we have 5 seconds.
Simu niongezee ile ya last week.
No, but you're not going anywhere.
Okay.
We still hang out with Willie Oeba right here in the studio. We're just going to go to the top of the hour. But thank you so much for making this.
Thank you so much for having me.
We really appreciate. Jackalito was so excited to come through.
Thank you, Jack.
Alikuwa anasema nataka kuja hiyo Tuesday yenye Willie Oeba anakaa Malindi ni kama hiyo day.
Asante sana.
No, imeweza sana mno. If you've missed out on this conversation, if you've just joined us, the conversation is going to be live on YouTube. I think from immediately we end this live stream.
Great. Great.
So if you want to catch it there, just go to Radio Gen KE. We've had a very enthralling conversation, but it's not ending. After the top of the hour, after our guest akunywe maji kidogo, tutarudi, and we're going to talk about one or two things, specifically about some of the pieces you've written, and some of the inspiration behind it. This is Radio Generation. You hang out with the Wind Down Gang right here. We'll be back before you can say Rumpelstiltskin.
It's 9 o'clock.